Japan's Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba has resigned after less than a year in office. Many people had high hopes from him, but his time as leader ended in failure. Who was Ishiba? Why did he step down? And what does this mean for Japan and the world? Ishiba was not a typical politician. He was born in 1957. He came from a political family and entered parliament when he was only 29. People called him a defense otaku because he loved military strategy and wanted Japan to be stronger. He even talked about creating an Asian NATO and always pushed for closer ties with the United States. But Ishiba also had ideas that made him stand out inside his party. He cared deeply about rural towns that were slowly dying out, and he often clashed with party leaders who focused more on Tokyo and big cities. For years, he tried to become party leader but kept losing. Then, in 2024, scandals forced Prime Minister Kishida to resign, and Ishiba finally got his chance. At first, Ishiba looked like a new start. He promised to fight corruption, grow the economy, and protect Japan. But soon, big problems hit. Price kept rising, wages stayed low, and the yen lost value. On the top, US tariffs made Japan export more expensive. The ruling Liberal Democratic Party, already unpopular because of scandals, started losing election by 2025. They had lost their majority for their first time in 15 years. Ishiba has stuck, unable to pass new laws or fix the economy. His approval rating collapsed, and on September 7, 2025, he resigned, saying he had failed to meet people's hope. His resignation left Japan in a tough place. People are frustrated with politics, and many people feel that leader cannot solve real problems like inflation, aging population, and low wages. For the LDP, Ishiba's fall make the party even more divided. Controversies inside the party never liked him, and now they are fighting over who should lead next. Japan may return to its old problem, prime minister changing almost every year with no stability. Ishiba fall also matters. Outside Japan, he supported stronger defense and closer ties with Taiwan, which worried China. His resignation created uncertainty. Will the next leader continue the path or pull back? For the United States, Japan is a key partner in Asia, but with Japanese politics unstable, it will be harder to plan long-term strategies in the region. Ishiba's story is almost sad. He was different, brave, enough to push new ideas, and many people trust him in at first. But he could not survive Japanese economy, economic trouble, and party division. His fall show a bigger truth. Japan problems are deeper than one leader. Until the economy improves and people believe in politics again, no prime minister will last long. In my view, Ishiba will remember not for what he achieved, but for what he represented, a chance for something new that never fully happened. And the world will keep watching because Japan's stability is not just important for Japan, but for everyone.